Hey guys, so I have a new book review for you today, and that is on Shatter Me by Tarereh Mafi. Don't make fun of me if I'm saying her name wrong, because at least I'm not saying Tahira or Tahera like some people. It's like Tahara, Tahera. It's like that, right? I know, like, the blog, and she's got her recorded voice, but I can never. Tahara. Shatter Me by Tarereh Mafi. Anyway, let's talk about Shatter Me. So basically, this chick, Juliet, if she touches you, you're going to die. Well, maybe you can save yourself if she only touches you for a little bit, but basically her touch inflicts suffering and pain and torture. So after this is discovered, she is put into a prison, basically, and she's in there for years, and then one day this boy comes in and is like her new roommate, which is very weird and awkward, except she recognizes him as someone that she used to go to school with. So yeah, and then one day these guards come in and are like, they take her to another place, and then there's this evil guy, and his name is Warner, and he wants him and Juliet to be like the ultimate partners in crime, and they can be together forever, happily ever after, and she can basically be his weapon. That's what he wants. And much of the story follows her fighting back against this whole group that is trying to get her to be a weapon. It pretty much takes place in a dystopian society, but it doesn't focus on that. It's called the Re-Establishment. It's a very messed up dystopia. So that's all I will say about this synopsis, and let's get into the review. First, I want to talk about the writing style, because it's pretty freaking awesome. The way that it's written, some things are crossed out and like other things are in its place. Like, I don't think you can see it here, but it says my touch is lethal, that's crossed out, and it says my touch is power. Stuff like that. Just the writing style in general is amazing. At the beginning we can tell how insane Juliet is because of the way she talks with things crossed out and phrases being repeated over and over again. We can pretty much tell every time she's stressed out. I think the author did a really good job of showing her emotions, because when she's more calmed down or when she thinks things are going to be okay, she talks normally. When things get really intense, she talks like she crosses things out and she goes, we're never gonna get out of here, never gonna get out of here, never gonna get out of here. And it's just one single flowing sentence, and we read it as like she's going insane in her head. That's one way that I think Juliet was a very well written and well developed character. We really get attached to her and feel for her problems with her trying to escape and not live this life anymore. I also really liked Adam's character. I liked that he wasn't just some random romanticized guy to add to the random romance that doesn't belong. He had a story with her. She recognized him right away. They had a past and they had a reason for being together. There's so much more to their story than just this is a guy and this is a girl and suddenly they're, you know, part of the story. Pointless love plot. Everything that happens made sense and had a reason, which was very nice. Kudos. Also about the writing, the author puts in sentences that make you stop and think about it for a second. The human brain is often disastrous when left to its own devices. And when Juliet says things like, I'm an encyclopedia with too many blank pages, just like stuff like that, it's like very, I don't know. I like it. The pacing was very good for the most part. The first half, it's slower than the second half, but it leaves us guessing as to what's gonna happen, if she's going to escape, if she's gonna get out of Warner's clutches. We never really know. Nothing was too predictable. I wasn't sure if her and Adam were going to escape or not. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen at all. And then something happens, and it gets really exciting, and just things explode, and at the end, something really great is introduced, and we're waiting for Unravel Me. Unravel Me comes out February, although there's another book by Tarereh Mafi coming out in the fall. It's called Destroy Me, and it's like a bridge between Shatter Me and Unravel Me. I'm not exactly sure how it works. Here's Destroy Me and here's Unravel Me. I hate these covers, the new covers. I personally would prefer this, to be quite honest. I'm not a huge fan of the girl in the ball gown typical cover, but just the eye, all the covers look the same. And they even changed the Shatter Me cover now for the paperback, and I don't like it. I don't like how this is not going to match, because this works well, you know? So overall, I'm going to give Shatter Me by Tarereh Mafi 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked it, and I think you should check it out. So, those are my thoughts on this. I really liked it a lot. The characters, the plot, the pacing, it was all pretty amazing. So, I will see you guys later, and goodbye.